Read, nigga! Read!
A YouTuber by the name of Yuichi Giri made a community post on his channel about Esdeath vs Sukuna, so I thought I'd do the same and give the battle a try. There are many popular metas for Sukuna, some of which being around city block level and even large country level. However, this is a low ball as he's stronger in characters who can contain Yuki's black hole, which was going to destroy the planet, and they are far weaker than Sukuna. Now, there was a mistake I made, which I shall fix right now. Viz translation may have messed up Hollow Purple being imaginary mass, and my friend Crafty informed me of this. However, it does not change the fact that Kashimo was shooting electromagnetic waves, and Sukuna was reacting to it, bare minimum making him relativistic to light. For Sukuna's hacks, he has Reverse Curse Technique, his Domain Expansion, Spiritual-based attacks which are Durability Negation, and depending on which form you want to use, the 10 Shadows and Maharaga with his adaptability are very important. All of these are a quick run of his kit and probably not everything mentionable.
Do you like to do in your free time?
Torturing prisoners.
I'm about to come.
Now, starting off with our Ice Queen, Esdeath, it is good to mention that she does not actually scale to this feat right here, as she needed days of prep time. And then she absorbed all her soldiers and basically unleashed all the energy that she absorbed. However, I will give her the benefit of the doubt and use it anyways, which will put her to Continental and Continental Max. However, this is an output of her ice powers and not actually her attack potency or her durability or anything of the such, so we would not treat it as such at all. As for speed, Esdeath and Akame were able to react to Budo's lightning. Assuming it was natural lightning, we would put them around massively hypersonic tiers of speed, which is still very impressive. Now, going over her hacks, she has her Imperial Arms, which allows her to manifest ice out of nothing, which is useful for versatile attacks and much more. And she can also fly thanks to this ability. However, the main thing we all want to see from her is her time freeze, where she literally freezes time. However, there is a big issue with this. She can only do it once a day, and the time stop is not very long. This is very important to keep in mind for later down the road. So, for the arguments of who wins, I've seen a lot of people say that Esdeath can freeze time and auto-win. However, the issue with this is that Sukuna is much faster than her, and characters who are much faster than her beforehand have literally created after images, like right before she freezes time. They're already in a completely different place and they lead behind after images, and this can disorientate her. And even if she can freeze time long enough to actually damage Sukuna, the big issue is there's nothing to suggest that she'll be able to put him down permanently. And with his Reverse Curse Technique, she would just heal right after the time stop, and then she won't have anything to actually hit him with. And that's where we go into argument number 2, where she freezes his entire body, and either he just breaks out with raw physical strength, or he uses the 10 shadows to fight her while he escapes, or he can just use them to escape as well. Also, another thing to mention is he can use Maharaga to adapt to her time freeze, which would be even worse for her. But these are actually the least likely scenarios. Let me explain. Sukuna is quite a bit stronger than her. That is a fact which I have shown with evidence. And Sukuna, when he views someone much weaker than himself, tends to kill them straight away. The only exceptions I can think of being Jogo, who he literally had to deal with, and Gojo, who was in the same League of Power. Everybody else he just straight up one-shot. So yes, I do think Sukuna wins, and honestly I think Esdeath is very overrated in power. Many people instantly side with her due to her having really big boobs, or they side with her because she has a time stop. And they don't understand that some people can counter time stops pretty easily, especially if they have a speed advantage. They also bit off more than they can chew beforehand when they did the death battle against Gray, who is like a universal character. And While I will say Sukuna is definitely weaker in gray, that's definitely not a good idea to have him fight her either because he stomps. He has planetary scaling. At best, giving her benefit of the doubt, she is continental. I will also paint a better picture for people who may disagree. Esdeath has one shrimp card. That is her time freeze. She can only use it once and she can't use it for long. Sukuna has something called domain expansion. Keep in mind, I am using verse equalization here. So she won't be able to escape it very easily. Even without it, she's not escaping it very easily. And Sukuna can hit her hundreds of thousands of times with the same slashes that cut Gojo, who is also planetary, and clean in half. The same Gojo could tank several of these. And she most likely can't even take one, seeing how she's supposed to be less than continental, and she's only there because I'm giving her benefit of the doubt. But a planetary character is still cutting a continental character in half with one slice. Now imagine him hitting her thousands of times with attacks that could technically be considered durability negation in this case, because they are spiritual. The picture does not get more clear than that. And he can also use it multiple times as well. The conclusion is clear. Please subscribe and like for more content, everyone. I'll be making more in the near future, and check out my friend's channel as well as Yuji Giri because he gave me this idea with his poll. Peace.